How as salespeople can we learn to negotiate higher fees? In this magazine, I wrote an article, how to get paid for what you're worth. How many times do we get pushback, asked three quotes, 3 agents, 3 dark car dealerships? So as a negotiator, I want to give you some tips. Don't apologize for your price, explain it. So how do you explain value? Well, the key thing here is simply what the client values or desires. That's the easy way. One of the key things we learned at Harvard was the mantra, which was to be soft on the person and hard on the problem. This, I know from experience, is difficult for many salespeople as they struggle in this area because primarily you take it a little bit personally, and that's okay. If you do struggle in this area, we have a program that will actually help you. Direct message me in the comments below. So what's the process? One of the key things is a bit of Harvard terminology here, which is to know your BATNA. That means is your best alternative to a negotiated agreement. Let me ask you, as a salesperson, what will you do if there's no agreement? Are you going to walk away? What alternatives do you have actually in place? If you don't have those, you'll actually lose a deal, and one of the worst things that you'll actually do is potentially give up margin early. The most fail-back thing that this is done time and time again by salespeople. Step 2, do you know your walk-away price? Do you know your risk profile? You either cave in very, very early in the process and give away margin, or be too stubborn and not work on trying to create a win-win for everyone. And this is just understanding our own selves, our personality makeups. Point number 3, what's the client's walk-away price or reservation value? Do you know how much you can actually push them? Because until you do know that fine line, you'll either step over it or not go anywhere near it because you're scared and you're fearful. If you don't know their motivation strategy, their decision-making strategy, you'll potentially have missed the opportunity to close the deal and actually help the client. Point number 4, the ZOPA. In Harvard Speak, it's called the Zone of Possible Agreement. Where will the deal be done? And this is about being creative, and being creative is actually crucial. If you're using old scripts and dialogues, you'll potentially lose the deal. And why? It's because you sound like every other salesperson they've met, who sound exactly the same at the exact same moment, and then you're wondering why you're actually losing the deal. If you're interested in learning the finer aspects of negotiation, then direct message me in the comments below and we'll be in touch. It's time to negotiate and not compromise on what you're worth. Let's really make a change in the way you actually operate. Look forward to hearing from you soon.